Welcome back to our Wodify tutorials. In this tutorial we're going to talk about recording our Metcons. So when we look at our Metcon, we're going to see that this Metcon today was a 9-minute AMRAP, and it was an escalating ladder. So it was 1 rep of everything in the first round, 2 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and so on. And just the numbers kept going up for the full 9 minutes. The workout consisted first of pull-ups and then clean and jerks at 70% of the person's maximum. And then there's a section that says RX plus. So if you want to do RX plus, and it would be bar muscle-ups instead of pull-ups. And we're going to come back to that in a moment. So I'm going to go down here to Slimas for a second. Now, one of the things it was set up to record rounds, which is usually what we do in AMRAPs, and it should have just been set up to record reps. So when you look at the results and you see things like Slim doing 13 rounds, Parveen doing 30, Jamie doing 42, Edwin doing 89, etc. Obviously no one did 89 rounds. It's just not possible. Not a knock on Edwin, it's just there's not enough time to do 89 rounds, because in the 89th round you'd have to do 89 reps of pull-ups and 89 reps of cleans, and you can't, I don't think you would even do that in 9 minutes, much less all the other rounds. So it was just a selection error. This should say reps, so people are recorded as reps. So looking at Slima's, we're going to see that she's made a couple notes, that she did 105-pound bar, and she noted that she did 3 rounds plus 1 bar muscle up. We can also see that because of her score. So if we're pretending that this is reps, we put in a little cheat sheet. So we can see that if you completed 1 round, you did 2 reps. If you completed 2 rounds, you did 6 reps. If you completed 3 rounds, you did 13 reps. So you can see that she's marking that she completed 3 rounds plus 1 bar muscle up. So she's substituting bar muscle ups for pull-ups. So she did 12 points plus the first rep of that 4th round, so 13 points. And that's what she's marked in here, 13 reps. Now you'll see that today there's an RX and an RX plus button on the Metcon. This will not always be present. RX Plus is optional and will show up sometimes, but not always. RX Plus will show up when there's a note like this, RX Plus bar muscle-ups instead of pull-ups. So this is an option for people in class to do something that's a little more aggressive. In Salima's case, she chose to do that, so she marked RX and did bar muscle-ups, or sorry, RX Plus and did bar muscle-ups. Now we can see that Edwin marked his as RX and indicated that he did the workout RX and went through it. So he did pull-ups and he did cleans. And we can see that Margaret also did RX. She marked hers as RX. She marked her score as 51 reps, which means that she completed 6 rounds, and she was 9 reps into the 7th round. So she completed all the pull-ups and had done a couple cleans in that final round. So this is how you can record the Metcons, and they're going to be a little different. I'm going to show you a few other ones. So if you do the workout as prescribed, so in this case this section right here, then you do it RX. If you modify one or the other, so let's say that you do banded pull-ups, or maybe you do bodyweight pull-ups but you do a lighter clean and jerk, or only a clean or something like that, then you've scaled the workout. But if you do this exactly, then you do the workout RX. It's not about how well you did, it's just marking whether or not you did these as prescribed or whether you did a modification. So if you did do a modification, like Jamie, he's marked that he used the black band for his pull-ups. So he did not select RX or RX plus. And Brandon's indicating that he used a kettlebell instead of cleans. He's working on chest tightness, so he has trouble catching the bar properly. So he's been doing a lot of modified things to avoid that front rack for like a front squat or a clean. Even though he did mark front squats here, he was using some straps to help him out. So in his WOD, he substituted a kettlebell for the workout, and he's marked that in there. I'm going to switch to today's workout. I want to see that today's workout is for time. So here we've got minutes and seconds. We still have the RX button, but no RX plus button today. So this will change a little bit depending on what the workout is. The other thing that you'll see sometimes is that we record the results per round. So if that's the case, let's say that today's workout had the 4 rounds recorded separately, there would be entries for round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4. So you would enter a time for each one to record those. Now the last thing that we want to look at, and I believe that Peter from last Monday demonstrates it, so let me just switch over real quick. That's not quite what I'm looking for, just bear with me for a moment. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So this is last Thursday's workout. So last Thursday's workout was 21:15:9 thrusters and box jumps with a 10-minute cap. So we'll go over this real quick so you can see the differences here. So in Selima's case, she marked RX, she marked 5 minutes. She did this in exactly 5 minutes. One little quirk of Wodify, in case you're wondering, is it doesn't save the seconds if there's 0. So if I hit save and come back to it, it doesn't save the zeros. And if I put just 1 second, it gets rid of the 0, so it looks like 5 minutes and 10 seconds, but it's not. It just hasn't saved the 0. So I'm just going to blank that and save it so it's 5 minutes. Now in Peter's case, first of all, he did not select RX, so he scaled the workout, and we can see that he did a 75-pound thruster and 20-inch box for his box jumps. But the other interesting thing to see is that this is a workout for time with a time cap. So this was in a 10-minute workout, 10-minute time cap. His score is 10 minutes and 11 seconds. What Peter has done is add the reps he did not complete as seconds. And this is something we're going to try to get everyone doing. So in Peter's case, he took the full time cap, but at the end he had only completed 7 thrusters the last round. So the last round was 9 thrusters and then 9 box jumps. He completed 7 of those thrusters. So he had 2 thrusters and 9 box jumps, or 11 reps left in the workout. So he put those 11 reps in as extra seconds. So when you're recording your results, if you get to the time cap and you have not completed your workout, you can add those extra seconds, those extra reps, I apologize, as seconds, as Peter's done here, to record your result. This will let you know, especially if you come back as a benchmark workout later, you'll be able to see that you were unable to complete the workout and see how many reps you had left. So let's say it's a workout like Fran, which is 21:15:9 thrusters and pull-ups. And let's say it's one of your first times doing it RX, your pull-ups aren't great, and your thrusters are hard. So you only get halfway through the workout. So you have the whole last round, which is 18 reps, and maybe all of the pull-ups, which is another 15 reps. So that's 33 reps left in the workout. If you had recorded your time as 10:33, when you come back and look, you'll know that you were 33 reps short of finishing the workout. And let's say that you do it again, it's been a couple months and your pull-ups are better and your thrusters are better, and now you finish with 2 reps left, or 10, and recorded as 10:02, you know that you increased your performance. You completed 31 reps that you did not complete last time. That should cover everything for recording WODs. It's a little more complicated than the other stuff, so thank you for bearing with me. And from here, we're going to move on to interpreting results and how you select your weight.